The teams that improved the most so far in free agency. Chris, you're up.
Gosh, I mean, I'm going to go with the Eagles. I'm going to pick the Eagles first. I am. I mean, yeah. Saquon Barkley's a difference maker. Bryce Huff is one of the best pass rushers in football, right? He got stuck in the political world of the Jets, who had, 2 first-round picks at defense end, and he was an undrafted free agent. And, they didn't trust it or whatever. But, you add Saquon Barkley, score a touchdown, big playmaker anywhere on the field, right? You get a Bryce Huff to go along with that. You re-sign and make sure you got one of the best guards in football back on your football team. Brandon Graham, re-sign, depth, culture, everything there. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, one of the craziest, psycho, awesome guys to have on your defense and tone setters in all of football. Those moves right there are significant. Let alone we know Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat are on the trade block too, and they're going to get more assets from it. So, again, the Eagles, the rich get richer, and they're having a great start to their offseason here.
Yeah, look, I agree with you completely there. I'm going to start with the Green Bay Packers getting Josh Jacobs, who transforms the running game. Yes, they see Aaron Jones go to Minnesota, and they're probably not going to bring back A.J. Dillon. But to get Josh Jacobs for the contract they got him for, that doesn't have major guarantees, just $12.5 million, and then a reasonable second year. They're going to get 2 seasons out of this guy as they continue to develop Jordan Love. They add Xavier McKinney on the back end. This is a team that got to the Final 8 and that feels like it is ready to make a move at the top of the conference. And this is, this is the kind of stuff that Brett Favre used to beg for, Aaron Rodgers used to complain about. This is such a big deal for the Packers to go outside their draft and develop, and make these moves. It tells you they're aware that a window is open for them, and they're going to try to go through it.
Yeah, no, it's refreshing to see. Maybe they're one of those teams that we've talked about a little bit that's realized, hey, we got to maybe adjust a little bit more to the times here. I can't just go, but this is how we did it, and we set this in stone 20 years ago, and we're going to, hold to that. Those are big-time players. Xavier McKinney he's awesome. So they're going to improve their defense. I'm with you. Those are big moves. All right. I'm going to go with one here, and it's not a lot of moves they've made, but they're significant to me, the 2 they did make. Hello, Atlanta Falcons. Way to kick some crap and take away the Vikings quarterback. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons. The more I think about it, the more I just go, damn, it's a really good football team in Atlanta, as we know, right? There's a lot of pieces there. Quarterback was the biggest issue by far last year. They got that addressed. Got it addressed with a guy that already knows the system and all that. The defense was a top 10-ish defense all year, right? Then they add a Darnell Mooney yesterday to Michael Pitts and Drake London. Mooney's a hell of a player. They missed that guy, right? So what did I say? Kyle Pitts, and I messed that up.
Said Michael Pitts.
Oh, sorry. That's, I played with Michael Pittman, so it's confusing in my brain there. But, yeah, to Pitts, London, Darnell Mooney, pair that with Bijan Robinson, and you got Kirk Cousins, certainly. And, what I think it does, too, with those moves in quarterback and receiver, now it opens them up to take the best defensive player they deem available at pick number 8, which I think will be probably a pass rusher or something like that. But, yeah, those 2 moves are organizational changing type of moves, and they were big time.
We haven't dwelled as much on the Falcons side of the Kirk Cousins thing. Let's do it after the introductory press conference and it's official, because I have some thoughts. Because just because the Vikings should have kept him doesn't mean that they should have spent all that money on him. But you may be on the right track. We'll see how Cousins recovers from the injury and how he performs. I'll go Ravens. We talked about this earlier. I'm not going to belabor the point. Getting Derrick Henry on day 2 on a 2-year deal, and getting Justin Madubuike under contract long-term before Christian Wilkins got his deal. That was one of those sneaky, huge, this is why the Ravens have the game figured out. They knew to get Madubuike signed before Christian Wilkins breaks the bank, because the price would have gone up. And I know that if you're under the franchise tag, there's only so much you can do. But when Wilkins gets his deal, that changes things. they got the deal done before Wilkins could get his contract. All right, one more round to go. The teams that improved the most in free agency. Chris, you're up.
Hey, I like the AFC South, right? Like, I think the Jaguars have some good value signings and things they've done. The Tennessee Titans have done a pretty good job too. But I'm going to go back to the team we talked about early in the show, the Houston Texans. I mean, Azeez El-Shaair, middle linebacker, and you get Danielle Hunter to go along with it, and a guy that is a great, role player, not a star, and Danico Autry. Those are difference-making type of football players. That defense is going to be real deal in Houston this year.
I got to go with the Commanders just because even though there isn't any one big name that screams out, franchise changer, this draft is who improved. And where they were and where they are, they're spending the money.
Yeah.
They're adding a lot of players.
They are.
Headlined by Austin Eckler, who's still best years are behind him. But they're making new moves aimed at making their team better. And that's what free agency should be about. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.